Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Part 2 of this, trying to find maybe a better or easier way. And then when I started thinking about it, when you need to skew something equally, you can go up to Windows, Dockers, and Transform and pick right here, Skew. And we're going to go negative 20 on this one. And then here, we're going to go 20. So those are complete opposite of each other with a skew. Now, I don't want them skewed right now. So what we're going to try, and the only thing that was a little off on mine is, I can't even tell now which one. That's mine. I think the original might have been straight up and down more so. See, mine's a little bit leaning forward. So let's draw a box, doesn't really matter what size. And we're going to draw 3 boxes. And I'm going to skew it first like I did the other one. But I don't know the percentage, so I'm just going to skew it a little bit. And then I'm going to rotate it at 14 degrees. And see, it's a little bit much on my skew, but I don't think I can. See, if I skew it now, it'll work. So I'm going to bring in an indexing line because I want that thing perpendicular. A lot of times when you skew, it kind of, might do it tonight. It will kind of mess it up. Okay, they're good. Now I'm going to just take this one and put it right there and rotate it at 14 degrees and put it right there with just the X. See, the skew kind of elongates it. So let's make it a little bit longer. Well, let me skew this one now. Let's skew it probably a negative 10. Whoop, the other way, just 10, maybe 20. But see, it changes the dimension of the item. Well, we can get this, let's get this back to even. And I did not test this, I should have. I'm just going off the cuff. I want it right there. And then I'm going to double click on it and move the rotation there and rotate it till those lines meet. And hopefully I can make it bigger. Well, I'm going to have to rotate it again. But I still got my rotation there. And what might be the best thing if this one, if I just hit the plus key and mirror it, well, it's not gonna mirror. So let's just move it up. See, the only way it would mirror, well, let's try this. Let's turn this back to 0 and mirror it. There we go. No, that's the opposite. I kind of wanted that. So let's just see what this looks like. And then change. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but it might be a little easier. And then change your rotation to here and then rotate it. And it almost fits perfectly. So we're going to need to take this and just scoot it in a little bit. Okay. Now we have 3 boxes that I think are right. I'm going to get the envelope tool. Okay, before I do that, I don't want it right. I don't want the words touching each other. So I'm going to get these boxes and I'm going to get the contour tool. So I'm going to go, so don't forget about that. Transformation or transform is really cool. Go to effects and contour. I must have already had it open. Effects, contour. And let's contour to the inside, 0.1. contour to the inside 0.1, contour to the inside 0.1. Now, I don't particularly need to break these apart, but I am going to group them together. No, I don't. I can't do that yet. Tell you what, let's go ahead and break the 6 objects apart, and then let's nudge these out of the way. See, I must have had too many copies anyway. Yeah, I must have had too many copies. Take this one and go to, let's get the effects and envelope tool and put it in that envelope. And then if you will select, it's selected, shift select that, EC. What EC does is moves the last one, the last object you touch is where it's going to go. Now let's take this word, envelope, in that shape. Shift select that. Whoop. So to select that first, then shift select that and go EC. Move our box over. You know, must have done that one twice. Let me back up here. Yeah, I'd already done that one. That one, oh man, what did I do? Let me back up completely. I want my contours. Okay. Now, so I'm going to, okay, let me back up again. This is a good lesson kind of to learn. Before I contoured it, you don't need to hit your calculator. Oh man, it won't. I just recently changed my backup button. What you want to do is, I should have made these black. And then when I contoured them, go to effects and contour in red so you can see your contour. You know, you can tell which one's smaller. So, and here's another way that works all the time. Take your smart fill tool. Don't break them apart when you're working that close. Smart fill, smart fill, smart fill. And then when we select all these and make them no outline, black, go back. I should have never closed the envelope. I didn't close it. Grab your word. See, it doesn't even matter what size it is. Put it in there. And then hold down the shift key and hit EC or CE. It doesn't really matter. Grab your other word. It's pretty easy once you've already got the window open. Grab, so that the second object or the last object you select is where the object's going to go. Shift select the box, EC. Now let's try to get rid of boxes. Sometimes it's easier said than done. Now, if we move these over, well, let's get rid of these boxes. Well, let's just move this here. There's that same thing. Maybe this is a little bit not as skewed, but you get the idea. And then I'm not going to put the name in there because it's basically the same thing. So you could do it with the boxes and see how I've got separation because of the contour. And let's just, for grins, make them all white and put a black background around it. Order back a page. Of course, these were, you know, if you remember in the original, don't have any fill, but have an outline, and then got to convert it to a curve like we did in the first one to get the the thickness. Well, that didn't change it at all. There we go. So just left click, no fill, right click, white, and change it back to a curve. Probably wouldn't hurt to have it curved the whole time. Anyway, that looks pretty good. Anyway, I hope that helped that person a little bit. Thank you for watching.